I'm in Fairfax County. This is Wolf Run Shoals, which is an old historic shoals going across the Occoquan. There's the trailhead there. This is Wolf Run Shoals Road coming down here. You just come down until it dead ends. And there's a parking spot here. There's space for about 4 or 5 cars right here. Nice convenient little pull-off. Park your car there. This is the edge of the park. And this is the trailhead, but it's also the continuation of Wolf Run Shoals wagon road all the way down to the Occoquan. I think I'm going to follow it down there and show you where it used to cross the Occoquan. This is an old historic wagon trail. This is actually part of the route that George Washington used on his march to Yorktown. There's a sign there. I'll get a still picture of the sign. You can read it by pausing my video. Tenth of a mile into the hike. I'm just down to the bottom of the hill here. This is where you'll see the blazing head off to the right. That's where I'm going to go. But before I do that, I'm going to follow this old wagon road down to the water's edge so I can see where the actual shoals used to be. There's a trail that continues straight, but that I may wander down there too, but it looks to me like off to the left here is where the old wagon road was, so I'm going down this way first. Two-tenths of a mile into my hike. This is where the old wagon road would have crossed the Occoquan. Here's the old wagon road coming down. I had to bushwhack my way down through here. And then, that might have been a little bit of the road right there. And then there's where it would have gone across. And on the other side over there, I see a gully, which is probably where the road went up the bank on the other side over there. According to the sign back there, there was 3 islands here, which is probably made it easier to cross here. It was probably shallow water here. Since Revolutionary times, though, they built the dam. They built the Upper Occoquan Dam, I think around 1957, and of course, so the water's much higher now than it used to be. But anyway, I'll mark this on my map. This is where the old Washington Rochambeau wagon trail crossed the Occoquan. Six-tenths of a mile. When you come to this 4-way intersection, you want to go to the right. Seven-tenths of a mile. When you get here, notice the blazing. It tells you the trail goes off to the left. 9/10 of a mile into my hike, and here's the footbridge across Wolf Creek. There's Wolf Creek looking upstream. There's the Blue Blaze Trail where I came from. There's Wolf Creek looking downstream. Down there, not too far, it drains into the Occoquan. For now, I'm crossing over this way and continuing to hike upstream. I'm sure many of you have heard of the new math. Well, I guess that's the new English. Don't fishing welcome. Beautiful. Two miles into my hike. The road I'm hiking along continues on, but the blazing changes here from blue to yellow. My understanding is that's the old trail, and to get the trail away from the development, encroaching development, you go to the left here, and this will keep you well onto the parkland. So I'm going to turn left and stay on the Blue Blaze. 2.7 miles into my hike, and this is where, if you look at that tree, you'll see the yellow blazing for a trail this way. That's where the yellow trail I showed you earlier on, this is where it loops back around and hooks back up with the blue trail. So, but I'm going to go to the left and cross this little stream here, and I keep hiking upstream along the Occoquan Reservoir until I get to the marina, Bull Run Marina. .1 miles into my hike. I'm at the Bull Run Marina finally. I'm going to stop here and eat some lunch and then turn around and hike back. So it's a little over 4 miles here. So it's going to be about 8 miles round trip. You know, I'm no bridge designer, but looks to me like they barely got that bridge out of the water. I wonder what happens at flood stage. Oh well, never mind. Here's a look around the parking area at the Bull Run Marina. It's closed right now. Down there's the Occoquan Reservoir. I think I'm going to park myself right there at that picnic table and eat some lunch. Over there is a sign with the blue blaze on the underneath of it. That continues upstream towards the towards Bull Run Regional Park. There's a parking area. And I came in along the water, but I'm going back by the blue blazing, which is actually up that way. You have to walk through the parking lot that way. The telephone poles, I see blue blazing on them, so we'll go back that way. Up there is a big shed. It's got some of the rowing equipment in it. Up there's Yates Ford Road coming down from Prince William County side. I'm on the Fairfax side. There's the reservoir. So I'm going to park myself over here and eat some lunch. Well, there's today's super duper exciting cuisine. As usual, something with tuna. There's a star-kissed tuna creations, sweet and spicy. And put them on the flour tortillas. Got some nice exciting water to drink. Nature Valley breakfast biscuits, blueberry flavored, and that big old apple. Woohoo! Okay, getting ready to head back. Just to be clear about this, that hiking that way upstream takes you to Hemlock Overlook and Bull Run Regional Park. But if you're hiking downstream and you get here to the marina, here's the marina, there's a picnic table where I ate my lunch. Here's the marina. Down that way is the reservoir. To stay on the blue blazing. The telephone poles in the middle of the parking lot have blue blazing on them, so if you're hiking downstream, when you get here, just follow that. That's the way I'm going. Big hemlock tree. There's a whole stand of them over there on that next ridge that we just came from. This is a map of today's hike. It's two quadrangle maps taped together. The left side over here is Independent Hill, 1994. And that covers over to here where you see the color, the green color change. And then the right half is Occoquan, 1994. And I hiked the Bull Run Trail and parked at the end of Wolf Run Shoals Road. Here is here's Bull Run coming down this way. This is Occoquan Creek right here. And here's where they come together. And then from here on down to the dam is the Occoquan Reservoir. Now, I parked right here. This is the road that you come in on is, well, the main road is Henderson Road, but then you get onto Wolf Run Shoals Road, which is this road right here. It's just it's a real narrow, it's just about 1 lane wide, paved until you get to right here. And when you get here, it dead ends, and there's a little parking, gravel parking area over here on this side. So you park here, and then if you look straight ahead, you'll see the trailhead. Now the trailhead, if you just keep following that, that's the old trace of the road, and if you follow that all the way down to here, you'll see where the shoals used to be, where this road crossed over. Now, there's a sign up here that says that there was 3 islands here going across. Well, you can't see the islands anymore. Oh, and there was also, right about here, there was a mill. Well, you can't see the islands or the remains of the mill anymore because they're underwater. I think the dam was built around 1957. Which raised the level of all this stuff above the dam by quite a bit. So anyway, then I backtracked to here, and then basically you just follow the blue blazing. Here's where you cross Wolf Run, and this is a pretty good workout. You may see a lot of contour lines on the map here. That's because there's a lot of up and down terrain here. It's very hilly terrain. I think it was over 1,600 feet of ascent on my round trip hike. So anyway, just keep following this upstream. And I actually followed the trail underneath the bridge here at Yates Ford Road over to the marina, and then up this little road here to the picnic area, which is right here. Okay, and then on the way back, you basically have to walk through the parking lot, and then I didn't draw it in, but there's another little connector trail right about here that's blazed blue that brings you back down, and then you basically just hike back. This is a nice hike. It's more of a workout than what I thought it was going to be. Turned out to be 8.6 miles. So it may not look like it, but from the marina down here to Wolf Run Shoals round trip, that's 8.6 miles. I still need to hike from here down this section down to Fountainhead Regional Park, and back. So I may do that on one of my future hikes. But anyway, this is a real nice hike for in the Northern Virginia, DC metro area.